get on out to the dance floor. $2 you call it, $2 you call it. Get on out to the dance floor. Be sure to tip your bartenders. Yo, what up, our squad? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everyone checking in. It's your man, Jerry Bo, and I'm about to take you through the second half of your Friday. Hopefully, you're at your lunch break. Hopefully, maybe you're even getting off. Maybe you're already getting off and you're already celebrating. Maybe you didn't even have to go to work today. Whatever the case is, appreciate you checking in. I'm Jerry Bo at Jerry Bo Sports on Twitter. And I'm here to entertain you and give you a little bit of sports, a little bit of laughter, right into this Mother's Day weekend. Shout out, yo, quick yos to everyone checking it out. Who was first in the house? Chuck D. A big yo to Chuck D. First one in the house. Aggie Milkman. Crystal, fellas, thank you for the cheers. Crystal, appreciate it. Who else we got here? Aggie Milkman. Pretty Face, what up? Happy Friday, Pretty Face. What's going on? Lost in Space City, what's up, brother? Lavender Bunny, that's what people are drinking. That's what we're drinking today at the Odd Takes bar. Drink all you can drink. Lavender Bunny. And if you don't know about Lavender Bunny, you need to ask somebody, because it's delicious. I've seen my man, my man Nick, he's the one behind Lost in Space City, but check him out. Again, Nick, feel free to drop any links, any things that you're hosting around town. We got a lot of drinkers in here, and they'll show up to a lot of these things you got going on because they get to drink. So, what up? 281-522-6336. It's good to see you guys. We went an entire week solo. No, Aaron's selling the seeds still. I'm not even sure when he gets back, but he said he'll be back by Monday, I believe. So Monday, it will be back to a two-man show, the two-man duo. A little bit of alley-oops back and forth. This week, it's just been me trying to play like James Harden, just dribbling the ball out until the time expires. I've been the James Harden of podcast, of streaming for the last week. Let me just dribble this bitch out. Hopefully, I can make a shot or two. Hopefully I made a shot or two for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And again, I'm gonna make sure that whenever I go to Vegas, I gotta have a plan. I gotta have some kind of plan, some backup plan. Whether it's, I'm thinking I'm just gonna let Aaron give Aaron the keys to the studio and go from there. There's no way we can go that long without Odd Takes, right? That'd be just way too long. So at this point, plans are tentative, TBA. But as of right now, I think that Aaron could be trusted with the keys to the studio. That's why, I trust him now. So I'm going to be able to give him the keys. I'm going to burn out. As of right now, I got a ticket for about a month. I'm leaving somewhere around June 10th, 11th. And then I'm coming back somewhere. Hopefully it isn't when my ticket says. If I don't come back around July 10th, 7th, that means things went really well. If I'm still in Vegas on July 7th, send for help, but around the 16th. Not right away. I got business to handle. And if I handle a business, when I win, you win. Appreciate everyone. Hell yeah, it's been good. It's been awesome. Great job, Jerry. Jerry been on fire. Appreciate it. Yeah, 22 out of 23 days winning on the gambling picks. Life has been good. Life has been real good. Check this out. And I wanted to open up with this kind of thing because I'm honest to sometimes to a fault to where it hurts me. But check this out. This is how long, and you could look at we'll look at the dates. Let's see what we got here. Yep. May 5th, 2017. About my father happened in 15. This is from Jong if you guys remember Jong from the station, he was in charge of hiring people at the station. They for sure didn't have no spots to hire. This was May 5th. So yesterday it popped up on my thing. I always have it to where it pops up. So I always remember and I never forget how this whole thing started. Glenn that he speaks of here is Glenn Davis. You know, Glenn, Houston Dynamo, Team USA guy, you know, big time Glenn. I grew up my father, he was a sportscaster as well, in case you don't know. I grew up in a press box all the time. I got to hang out in the press box, and along that way, I met Glenn as a kid. So whenever everything happened to my father, when they finally had a wake for my father, Glenn was there. And once I spoke at it, I mean, I don't even know how. I think he'll tell you, I laid down. That's how bad I was hurting. I couldn't even. I don't see how I respect people that can get up and talk at a funeral. I can't. And I was basically the one that people were expecting to talk. I just basically just laid down. I said, my goodness. I said, and I just basically, Glenn went over there and grabbed me. And when he was leaving, he said, man, whenever you get yourself up off this ground, you call me and we're going to go get your dad's microphone back. 5 years to yesterday. Check that out. Pretty cool to see just a flashback in time, how much things can change in 5 years. Look, that's Jong. You guys know Jong, right? Check it out. And then this right there, you see, he said, hit me up. So that's when I got rejected. Not rejected, but it was like, hey. And then right here is the one where, look, check it out. May 5th, 2017. So on the other one was actually, I believe February, it was January maybe. And I was like, man, what the hell am I doing? I'm a grown ass, old ass man. I was already gambling and whatnot, you know, so I was doing all right, you know. So to me, it was always about chasing that microphone. Crazy, huh? It's just, I just wanted to take you back in a flashback of time, because I see a lot of you guys now. Aggie Milkman's been with me for so long. Lost in Space City, Nick was one of my first people to ever get me a sponsorship. He got me a sponsorship through it was like a pyrotechnics company right when I started. That's why I tell you, I appreciate the hell out of all you that show up, from everyone, all of every single one of you guys. I appreciate it, because I look back at this yesterday, and that goes to show you, look at the date. And look at that was an internship, and I'm an old ass man. An internship, you know, those aren't paid, not there. So I'm like, man, how the hell am I going to start? Where the hell am I going to start from? You're like, man, at some point you're like, man, screw this. Or when they said, man, we don't have a spot for you now, we'll have something later. I'm thinking, bro, I'm already in, like, I already gambled. Like, this is all just for chasing that damn microphone, Dad, in the name of my father, basically. All right. And then we circle back around in May, and then this came out. And then when he hit me with this, it was crazy. I was like a little kid. Like, even though it meant no money, I'll never forget that feeling. I remember it vividly, just thinking, damn, all right, all I needed was in. All I wanted was a shot. That's all I kept thinking. All I needed was some kind of a little shot, and there it goes. And we haven't accomplished nothing really on the radio aspect, to be honest. I mean, I got my show. I've had it the entire time. I'm probably the only guy that's ever been an intern that got a radio show and started getting paid right off the top, just within. Thanks to, and I always have to thank them. It'll be Fred Fowler and Josh Jordan. Straight up. We took that. They took it to, I talked to Josh. Me and Josh were on the same page about everything. Fred overheard us. He took it to Todd, and it was game over. Within 2 weeks, they gave me a show, and it was like, appreciate it. And that was all she wrote. I wanted to show this. It's a Friday. It's a good Friday. And I always, you know me, I don't ever do things with flaunt, because there's no flaunt about it. It'd be like, bro, you still haven't grown into, and it's like, man, I'm content with everything that I've grown with, all you guys. Like, I've made friendships out of this. That's what I look at it. Is like, man, throughout this, all people that say, man, I'm a listener or I'm a fan, when they come up to me, I've met Crystal, I've met Aggie Milkman. I've talked to you outside of this, and we've done things outside of Seamonts. Seamonts has gone to my shows live, and we met. Lost in Space City, I've known him more than half my damn life. You know, all these people. So I just wanted to start it with a feel good. Chuck D, he's been supporting me in my VIP group. His son is the reason that this show exists. His son, Gavin, is the one that built this whole damn thing. Straight up. He built everything that you see, all these graphics. He put that shit together and told me this is the way you should do it. He came over to this house, sat in this seat. So again, I just wanted to show you guys that, man, I'm thankful as hell for you, because whenever I think back of where my mind was, whenever I wrote these emails trying to get them to look, I read back the way I try to sell myself, and it was like, man, I remember that Jerry Bow. That Jerry Bow was in a real dark place just mentally because of what happened, you know, and I was just looking for something. I was just looking for hope, you know, and that's why I tell people, no matter what the fuck your situation is right now, I've been at the bottom of the damn bottom, and I'm still here. I'm just able to help people pull them out of the very bottom. I'm still damn at this bottom. I'm from the struggle, and I reside still in this fucking struggle, right? But now I got people around me, so whenever I fall, all those hands that you help, man, on your way up, I tell people, on your way up, if you help people, all those high five, they're going to catch you when you fall. Those same fucking hands are going to catch you, bro. And that's how I wanted to start this show. So we're going to start it on that note. A field goal note. Hey, 281-522-6336. I didn't want to get it too serious. Look, right now, as I said that, look how God is. Man, you probably can't see it. Anyone who's gambling right now knows that we got money on Empoli, Inter. And if I'm lying, at the 64th minute, as of right now, I tell that story, goal. Everyone wins. I just dropped it on Twitter. Look it on Twitter before the show. That's how good life is. That's how good God is. And it's a Friday with Jerry Bow. And we're going to get this thing rolling. We're going to get this thing on a lighter note. Didn't want to come in here and bore you. So this is what we're going to start to. My penis fell off and it regrew on my arm. We're going to jump just like that. It's things that make you say, what? Right? And I tell you, they get me all the time on these damn clicks. I'm easy. If somebody writes, if somebody writes a terrible article, but they write a good headline, they got my click. They got me. Well, my penis fell off, but it regrew on my arm, and now I'm a real man again. Huh? Click. New York Times. First, you got to be like, man, is this the Onion? You guys remember Rickrolled? Am I getting Rickrolled? Is he even alive? Either way, they got me here. So I said, hold up. That's a scar. I guess that's where penis was. I guess this is a picture of him. You see it censored. They can't show it. But you see right here what looks like. Well, you tell me. I'm going to leave it at that. So I read through this story. Malcolm McDonald. I'm glad he showed his face. Things that make you say, what the hell? Things that make you say, I feel like a real man again. What happened here is they had to have a surgery for him because his penis fell off. He had he had an infection, at which point his penis fell off. Went to doctors, and this is all true. Look at this. They planned to move the man-made member down to his pubic area because what they did was, here was the plan. We're going to cut skin and muscle from the left arm and a vein in the right leg. Exhibit A. Step 2. We're going to wrap the skin and the vein in a tube. Right? At which point, they tried. They planned to move the man-made object from the pubic or down to his pubic area, but were forced to stop the operation due to a lack of oxygen in his blood. McDonald was left with the artificial phallus poking out of his forearm. Here you go. What in the hell? Dr. Dre, what up, baby? You see this, guys? What in the hell is going on? In the new documentary they're making about him, the man with a penis on his arm, he said he lived this way. Look at, does that look like a man that's happy? Look, imagine yourself in a family picture. Yeah, he's a freak show. He should have just left it. He should have just embraced the dick arm. Eventually, he didn't. It was a 9-hour operation. First thing he did was look down and was like, oh, my days. They got it this time. So basically, they were able to remove it. Now, crazy is, though, they installed it back in, not fully the way it's supposed to be, but the clever medics even installed 2 tubes to allow McDonald to inflate the penis with a hand pump in order to give himself a erection. So now this man is able, now he's able to have sex again. He comes back and says they even used the divorced dad because he's divorced, no wife. So now he thinks he's going to be binking again. He thinks he's a man on the loose again. He says this could be my turning point in life. The divorced dad Gus thrilled at the prospect that he will be able to finally have sex again. Bro, you think you're going to find a woman to, after this story? Hey, we all got a chance. How about this? Like I said, things that make you go, Fox 26. Pig heart transplanted into patient was infected with pig virus, health officials say. Where do you even start with this? Like, you see how they get me, right? You telling me you're not going to click on this? You might have just, you're like, pig heart transplant. What? All right, click. I didn't know this was a thing. Well, apparently the pig heart transplanted earlier this year, that guy died 2 months ago, if you're seeing here. Dead. Well, you don't say. Did you guys know that this was a thing? So basically, if you see here, there's a shortage of donors going on, of organ donors, obviously. More than 41,000 transplants were performed last year, including 3,800 heart transplants specifically. See? 106,000 people remain on the list national, and thousands every year that don't even get added to the list. So what is this? Xenotransplantation? Animal to human transplants are called just that. What the hell is going on? I had to look like, is this real? Like, if you're on that list, say you're said person on that organ list that doesn't get on, right? You're like, well, you got left out again this year. You've been just outside of the cut. You didn't make the cut this year. Try again next year. You're like, damn it. At which point do you become so desperate that you're like, you know what? Give me Charlotte's heart from Charlotte's Web. She had a good heart. Give me Charlotte's heart. That 2 months later, RIP. You see it here. Again, things that make you go, the hell? I don't know what the hell is going on, guys. This is where we're at. RIP. Not only you want to make it, somebody really died here, so I don't want to make it even like a funny segment. At the same time, it's just like, what the hell is going on? Just like this. At what point do we say, man, we've gone too far in 2022? So you can't be healthy now?
So I figured that this question would probably come up sometime soon, just
Crystal, you need to whoop her ass.
The video and the topics that I cover. But
we need a girl to whoop her ass.
So intentional weight loss. So you purposely saying, I want to lose 20 pounds is fat phobic. And you might be like, what? Oh my goodness.
Is fat phobic even a word? Like, we need a woman, a female odd squad to whoop this. She's saying fat phobic. So if you are feeling like me, anybody, like you're looking down like, man, I could lose at one point, I could lose a pound or two. Listen to what she's saying.
I'm not trying to be fat phobic, but you're being fat phobic to yourself. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? It's probably to fit into something smaller. It's probably so people treat you better. It's probably for all the reasons that Fat folks are shamed simply for being fat.
Somebody punch her.
By continuing to perpetuate that, right, seeking intentional weight loss, we are contributing to our fat phobic society. So that's why intentional weight loss is fat phobic.
Yeah. As you see, I'm not just pulling something just ridiculous. 14,000. 14,000. That's the numbers. Hey, what's up, Raiders? What up, Raiders? What up, Raiders? Thanks for coming to check out the show. Appreciate all you guys checking out the show. You've come in on a vocabulary quiz. Is fat phobic a word? Are you fat phobic because Crystal said, bitch, I want to lose 20 pounds because I don't want to have a heart attack on this trampoline. That might be the comment of the day. What up, Joe Hernandez? Alex Villanueva. Yeah, please, like Alex said, hit the refresh. Fidel Limon, last call. Everyone, thank you for checking out the show. Appreciate it. But what do you guys think? This is where we are in society. Everyone's just so soft that now all of a sudden, if you go out there and lose, like you're trying to better yourself. Fat phobic? I've even tried to make up some words behind the mic at point. Let me just throw something in here that makes sense. Is that even a word? You just keep going. Appreciate it, Raiders. Appreciate it. Walt Walker and everyone. Appreciate that. Fat phobic would indicate being scared of being fat. Wanting to be healthy shouldn't even be in the same category. True that, Sauce. Sounds made up. It is. And that's the thing that get run. Look, I just like to express it because it's like, bro, this is the kind of crap that gets run. This is the kind of shit that gets run. And we're going to start halftime right there. We're going to start halftime right here before we get into the better part of the show, the best part of the show, because it's a special Man Hold Up Friday. Because a lot of things made me say, man, hold up, appreciate it. Virginia Buttonweed gifting out subs, I appreciate it. I was just talking about you earlier, Virginia Buttonweed, and everyone earlier. It's my 5-year anniversary of being in radio. It was yesterday. I looked up, I saw the email. We pulled it up earlier, and all you guys that missed it, but I know you've been with me. I mean, Virginia Buttonweed's been listening to me since he was telling me right when I started radio, he would always pop up on this chat and say, this is the best show on radio. I'd be like, man, I know I kind of suck right now, but I appreciate it. That's what you need. I appreciate all you guys. Always one team, everyone. All these are people that's what I was telling everyone. These are all people that, it's just weird because Barry and I have a lot of the same listeners, but a lot of these people are also friends. See what I'm saying? Like we're all like a lot. Donna, me and Donna go back. Me and Donna have been giving out backpacks and doing out charity stuff for 5 years, 4 years, ever since I started this. You know, Virginia Buttonweed, Ivan, I've drunk many of beers with Ivan. Just got to give it, B. Hannon. All these people have all been a big part. Dr. Dre, I mean, me and Dr. Dre go way back like 4 flats. You know that. So these are all people that I just give big thanks to. Big thanks to everyone that rated the show. Like, I just can never thank y'all enough for supporting. I got enough on my plate. And sometimes I ask myself, why did I even start doing this thing? And it's because I like connecting with you guys. Honestly, it's and I know Barry could probably relate in any other streamer. It's almost a form of therapy. It's almost a form of, you know what? I already like to talk and entertain, and I like, this is my thing, you know? So it's like, why not turn it on and connect with other people? I don't know how many times you meet with someone at these Astros events that I have or whatnot. And one of my guys, he's actually a close friend, went to Vegas with me. We met at one of the Astros events that I had. He won a ticket. Now we're friends enough to go to Vegas, right? He told me on that endeavor, he said, bro, I just want to hang out. I don't have any friends. I just moved into town. I was looking for somebody to hang out with. Just being a part of something makes you feel like back in the day, like, man, I'm a part of that. And I know how you deckheads are with Barry, and I know how the Odd Squad is with me, and whatever, vice versa. So just big thanks to everyone. Big thanks just to showing up. We're going to run these marble races. This is what we're going to do. Remember, I told you it's a Feel Good Friday. We're hitting bets all over this phone. Everything's going good. So I'm going to do a $10, or let's not break the cycle. You know me, I'm a superstitious person. $7.77 to the winner of the first race, $7.77 to the winner of the last race. So we're about to have a marble race. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and get ready. You're going to be able to win free money here. Who doesn't like free money? I like free money. That's what we take from the bookies, free money. I'm getting these marbles pulled up here. Once I do, listen to instructions carefully. I'm going to get you put in, and you're going to race. You're going to race, and you're going to run your ass off. Here we go. Jefecito, one of my day ones. No Empoli go, always one team. No Empoli go. That's Kaka, please. All right, here we go. Listen carefully to the instructions. Let's get this thing cranking here. All right, let's see. Race. Let's not do one too long. Let's go to... Man, nah, let's not do no Porto. I got a feeling that's just going to get too crazy. Alienated. If you're all upside down, why is my marble upside down? What? Playing games? All right. Here it goes. Exclamation point play. If you're new to the show, just hit exclamation point play. $7.77 on a Cash App. It ain't much, but it's enough to get your chicken wing on at least a little bit. So how much for a 6-piece? $10. How much for a 4? We don't do that. Okay. Exclamation point play. I'm going to give it about 20 seconds. Exclamation point play, $7.77. It's not much, but it's a feel-good Friday. And we're going to do another one at the end of this here show. Appreciate everyone checking it out. We've talked everything about a man that had a dick on his arm to pig transplants. And now we're doing marble races. I don't know what the hell is going on, but we're starting this race in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Exclamation point play. Hurry up, YouTubers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. And Alex Villanueva's out to the early lead. My goodness, what's going on? Is that a... Dr. Dre took the other route. Dr. Dre, being the driver he knows, he said, follow me, I know a shortcut. Dr. Dre, Alex Villanueva. High so high, like his favorite rapper, SPM. See ya, Alex! High so high. And Big Boss Marshall comes out of nowhere. Big Boss Marshall. Big Boss. Man, what the hell is going on here? Field of Dreams. I don't think we've ever ran this one. What in the hell is going on? And Sauce has come from the outside. Sauce said, screw the weed. And Sauce is gone. Last call's on the other side. The record is 2 minutes by Aggie Milkman. If somebody breaks the all-time record, that's an extra $10 on Cash App. 2 minutes is the record, 2:01. You see it on the top right. That finish line's got to be up here somewhere. There it is. It's around this corner. This is it, folks. Last call. Last call comes up short. And Sauce wins. Sauce wins. Sauce wins. He's so saucy. Sauce wins. And Sauce wins the ever first Hard Takes Kentucky Derby Classic. sauce, $7. $7.70. What kind of sauce are you gonna get on your wings? No pun intended. What the hell is going on? That's it. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What up, Marbleheads? Appreciate you guys sticking around. Make sure to hit me up for that $7.77. It's all in good fun. We're going to get to Man Hold Up. We're going to go straight past this Friday preview and end the show like that. Let's get to Man Hold Up. And you can get it on the show at any time, 281-522-6336. You want to jump in at any point and give your 2 cents about anything that's going on, because there's going to be ruckus. Man Hold Up. For me to have another Man Hold Up throughout the week, it was a bunch of things on my rundown that I said, hold on. Man, hold up. What is going on with people? Enough for me to have to, an emergency situation. Man, hold up. What do you do here? We're going to jump right in. Spit or, you know the rest. What do you guys think of this? Have you guys ever, first off, or do we have any dippers? If you know what I mean. Anybody likes chewing tobacco? Do we have anybody out there right now with a dip? Anybody? Because I'll tell you right now, I have a bad experience. Dip, you got to be experienced to dip, right? Because that first time you dip, if they don't warn you that if any of that dip makes it in your mouth and you happen to swallow that dip, you're going to throw up, right? All of us had a friend that dipped and would dip like in a can and just right there.
I'm going to take some time off, because as you said,
what happens when you drink the dip can? What happens when you drink the dip can as Chris Long did on the Green Light podcast, his podcast? What do?
We've been grinding at it and working through. It's nice. That's 6 inches of spit coming from your mouth while I'm trying to. Speaking of heartfelt.
How slimy what he just drank has to be. The spit cup. You know that. You've seen it. It's worse when they do it in a clear water bottle, right? Have you ever seen the spit cup or the spit water bottle? It's cool when it's a soda, right? It's cool when it's a Mountain Dew color that you can't really see through that green. When somebody uses a water bottle as a spit cup bottle accessory, my goodness. And look what he did. He drank the spit cup.
Felt manner to the people. You doing all right, buddy?
Like that was dip spit? You drank the wrong one?
No.
Yes.
Are you going to throw up?
Yes.
Are you going to throw up? That'd be great. Do it on camera.
Dip spit.
Do it on camera. So he had dip spit in one of these and he just put it in his mouth?
or something.
100%. Yeah, he just drank dip spit.
Liquid death. It finally came true.
You see that? Liquid death. It finally came true. That's just ridiculously disgusting, isn't it? The dip cup. Everybody's favorite drink. I'm out of there at that point. If you know, you know. That would be great. Do it on camera. What would be great? Drinking a... What did somebody suggest? What would be great? I did this once. You feel the thick spit and it makes you want to puke. Woo! I'm telling you right now. They gave me... My first dip was on a... It was a short day. And this kid named Ryan Owen, he brought dip. It was like a early release day. So you knew on early release days when you go to school, you just acted, everyone just acted a little bit bad. So he just decides to bring some. It was a little tin can. I'm like, okay, I'll take one. We're watching a movie. Rudy. We're watching Rudy. We had this one sub that always play Rudy. We had that sub. Put that dip in. Boy, no one told me that it could make you like dizzy. It could give you like a good buzz. I'd smoked a cigarette back then before. I knew what that was like, but this was different. And this man gave me a dip like I was experienced. I put that thing in here and it started kind of burning. So I got up and I didn't even ask to go to the restroom because you know when you're about to throw up, right? So you don't even ask. You're like, man, I'll ask for forgiveness later. Get to the stall, and it was just milk. I had chocolate milk that morning at that. You know, in school, milk is a pretty popular thing in the morning. Mine was chocolate that day. And that was the last time I ever dipped. You know when they say, your parents, I'm going to make you smoke that whole pack of cigarettes to learn your lesson. I never did that. But I sure as hell learned my lesson on dipping. I'll tell you that right now. Any dippers out there right now? Hell yeah, Bo. I'm telling you, we had a kid who dipped in class, and if the coaches or teacher asks you to look in your mouth, you got to swallow it. Just deal with it. Now, swallowing while dipping is bad. Yeah. If the person that hands you the dip doesn't thoroughly explain the process of the dip, you're in trouble. If they don't explain thoroughly the process, check this out. It's hot girl summer. Oh, if any ladies are out there, any man, you're trying to flex. You're like, it's a hot girl summer. Except for you're in the hood. Get it, girl. Stella. Oh, you can't even drop it like it's low. You can't drop it like it's hot. You can't get low in the hood. My goodness. Girl was trying to risk it all for the gram. Pow, pow. This ain't no music video. How about this? Are you a fan of back in the day whenever somebody'd go, happy birthday to you, and then somebody go blow, and you knew some jackass was always going to come and mess up the expensive ass cake. Jay Smith, when my pops tried the I'm going to make you smoke the whole pack, but what did he know? But that's before I could roll a joint, so I would empty tobacco out and fill it with pot. I feel that. I like that. My dad gave me my first dip, Copenhagen original long cut. He told me it was too expensive to spit out, so swallow it to throw. Ooh. Answer Clarence phone calls. Oh, yeah, I'll get to the trivia at the end of the show. Let me roll through this here. But my goodness, we might even go a little long. Barry went earlier today. We'll go a little long since there's no one after us. If that's what it takes today. For all the odd squad. Last show by myself. But these dip stories, my goodness. Now check this out. There's always that jackass at the birthday party that's like, he's just waiting. You're like, bro, that cake was over $100, bro. Like, and I'm trying to eat that with your oily ass face. All of a sudden, here they come, just whoosh, somebody's face in the cake. Like, it's a laugh. When does that go too far? Because there's at one point that it's gone too far.
Quando esperam complios para cobrar todas.
Bro, they're wrestling her. They're wrestling her. But
Esperam complios para cobrar todas. Esperam complios para cobrar todas. Esperam complios.
Who would you guess is the relationship to this? Husband? First off, like, damn, if he grabs her like that thin, then you know behind closed doors, there's ass whoopings going down. First off, a brother better not grab me like that. Husband either, but I'm saying, who is that then? It's a little too comfortable for a birthday. Then look how everyone else acts like monsters. Like, bruh, it's my birthday. Damn it.
Para cobrar todas.
What? Nah, man. No. Who's gonna eat that? Who's gonna eat that? Who's gonna eat that? Who's gonna eat the cake that doesn't exist no more? At what point do we just say, hold up? Man, hold up. At what point do we just say they've gone too far?
Oh, now hold up a second.
We're going to give him that one?
Hold up.
We're going to give him that hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. If somebody does that to you,
Hold up.
are you fighting back? That somebody does that to your wife. Like, man, at what point do we draw the line here? And this is supposed to be a fun occasion. How about this? A fun occasion. Everyone likes a good airplane fight. Everyone likes a good fight. How about 3-on-1 in the air?
Jesus Christ! Behave!
3-on-1.
No! This is an aircraft!
This is an aircraft. I like how she said that. So they said, when you're about to see who started this, they say he said a racial comment. So I started looking. Look, he said something he shouldn't have said. Should have been talking shit, whether we're thousands of feet in the air. Look at it, him. There he goes. Him. Bam. Him. He said something to these guys, and you could tell they were together, or at least it looks like it, unless he just decided to pick on all of them. You got to be a certain type of somebody to fight in the air. Listen to the lady. I like the lady. Listen to the lady. This is an aircraft.
Stay at your seat, please. Everybody, remain seated. Keep calm.
What does it feel like? You know when you get up to walk to the restroom and when you're on a plane, gravity feels a little weird, right? What does it feel like to fight on an airplane? What does it feel like to get your ass whooped in the air? What the hell would that feel like? You know what I'm saying? At one point or another, you're like, man, 3-on-1 in the air. There's nobody to stop this. Usually you get other people getting in and being like, hey, y'all, enough. Ain't no dudes jumping in other than the people that work. You will get your ass whooped, whether we're on the ground or whether we're up in the air. How about this? Do you guys know who this guy is? Does anybody out there know who he is? And yes, we will get to that trivia at the end of this show. 281-522-6336. Guess we're going to make it a free-for-all Friday, a fuck it Friday. Let's say that. Let's say it. We're just going to run it. We're going to run it over, I guess. But what do you guys think? Cheese Guy. Do you know this guy? No, not Cheese Guy. That's a good guess. It's close, or he might have eaten a lot of cheese at one point, but that's not his shtick now. This guy you see here has been going back and forth with Joe Rogan. This guy you see here is none other than the Liver King. You're like, what does the Liver King do? And I'll be able to show you if this damn thing would pull up. Either way, damn it, what is going on here? The Liver King is messing up on my computer. Let's see if I could just pull him up on the go. Here he is. Man, I guess Instagram's down? My goodness. You see it? This popped up. There he is. None other than the mother effing Liver King. We're back.
The cow, and because I'm the Liver King, and because liver is king, we're gonna take a bite out of it.
The Liver King. What? Did you see the texture of that? I'm big on textures of food. Like, I can't do it. We were talking about, like, the spit cup, just that made me want to throw up.
Done. Liver King out. Liver King here.
Look, again, listen closely.
I'm the Liver King, and because liver is king, we're gonna take a bite out of it.
Doug, what was that, Doug? What was that? Hold on, man.
Ready for it?
Did you hear? It sounds like he's eating shark. Like, if you ever took a bite of out of a shark from the outside.
Liver King here.
Listen, this is what it sounds like. Listen to the crunch.
I'm the Liver King, and because liver is king, we're gonna take a bite out of it.
Listen. I've had enough of the Liver King. Either way, he thrives himself, as you see
Liver King
here. Calm down, Liver King. We've had enough of you. Right there. Before you ask if your Liver King has ever gotten sick from eating raw meat, the answer is no. I'd like to ask the same question of you, Primal. Are you getting perpetually sick from your diet? Or perhaps the even better question, are you getting a life that's full of energy, full of inspiration, full of drive and fulfillment, free of depression, free of anxiety, free of chronic and acute diseases? I mean, you're telling me that he doesn't get sick off this? Joe Rogan, it's made around, that's how, where him and Joe Rogan come into play. Joe Rogan's seen this guy and he's like, you can't tell me that he's not shooting needles in his ass. He's like, there's just no possible way. He's like, you're just not built that way, especially if he's just eating, all he eats is meat in the first place. The Liver King. Literally tearing flesh out of each bite. You hear that? Liver King, liver apparently sounds like Doritos. My goodness. He's an animal. The fuck is a liver from? You're right, Mark. Like, what kind of diet? Where'd they find a T-Rex? That's a damn T-Rex. Good. I mean, I don't know where
Liver
that
King here.
What kind of liver is this? Great catch. The Liver King. The Liver King. He sent this to Joe Rogan.
Second session of doing a strong job pull. Last time we had 25 pounds on top of the sled. The sled already weighs about 85 pounds. This time we've doubled the weight on top of the sled. We got 50 pounds on top of the
Go
sled.
liver. Go liver. Go. Go. Like, this is just impressive. Hey girls. Hey girls, you want to see me? You want to see my lockjaw? That was sent to Joe Rogan. He said, I'll come on your podcast and prove whatever need be. Comes back with, you're gonna take a drug test? The Liver King. What do you guys think? He works out a little bit, get them roids and livers. Was that a hippo liver? I mean, did the Texans need a linebacker? At this point, anything's better. What did B. Hannon say up here? The Texans. He's an animal, though, for sure. That has to taste like pennies. What does liver taste like? Like, have you guys ever had liver? Has anyone ever had tongue? When I think of textures, and I think of one of the absolute worst textures of meat, like one of the meat, keep your head out the gutters, you sinners. I'm talking about, somebody gave me lengua one time. My mom just slid it in like it was a steak. And I remember thinking, my first thought was maybe this was extra slow cooked. Like it felt like it bounced in your mouth. Something like lengua. It's just like whoosh, tongue. You guys ever ate cow tongue? Just feel liver cooked to soft and tender meat. What does liver taste like cooked? Like when it's cooking. Like we know. You know what chitlin smells like. Are there any chitlins, aka chitterling fans in the house? Because I know when my mom was cooking, aka tripas, when those were in the air, chitlins, guts, you didn't even want to be in the house. Like you asked yourself, like, who the hell is going to eat that? And it would be like if we were celebrating something, it's like, what are we celebrating? Somebody's death? You motherfuckers are bringing out chitlins. Like we passed up chicken wings, all the other cool stuff, any other hors d'oeuvres, anything. Chitlins. Whew. Can't do tripas. You don't mess with them. Uncle Chitterlings is the worst. Yeah, unclean chitterlings. Whew. Menudo tripe is like intestines. Yeah. Menudo is. I love chitlins. MC Right. I'm not gonna lie to you. They don't taste bad. Like they don't. If I don't have to put up with but then again, you ask yourself, what brings me? Like, are we on a deserted island when there's no other meats and I have to resort to tripas? Like if you're ordering, if chitlins is on the menu, are you running to chitlins? You know, like what are you passing up to get to the chitlins, or is it really that a priority? Like, nah, I grew up on chitlins. Like this is my shit. Tripes have a super weird texture. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You look at it first and you know right off the top, like, man, this is questionable. This is questionable what I'm about to do. Like, let me pull up. You know when you see tripe that you've committed a mistake. When somebody's cooking this shit, you ask yourself, what's the occasion? Like, what occasion are we really at until, you know what, let's just cook tripas. Chitlins for everybody. That's how you mess up a party. It has to be, and I'm not, nope, I'm vegan at this point. Pig lips and ears. What's the weirdest thing that you've eaten that you've enjoyed? I'm out. Like I'm out on everything, and I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. I just can't even. I look at something, if it looks gross before, and if it's about me eating it, like right away, I just start getting out. Like I just can't even. But I know that, and I hate to say it, but my parents made me eat this when they cooked it. It was not like a, hey, do you want some tripas? It's like, here, chitlins. You're like, oh, great. You want some rice with it? Like, I'm just trying to get this over with. The rice is gonna make this a longer process. Tripas. You know, some things like vegetables, when you don't like them, and you would barely like chew them like a pea. I had it down to a science how to not eat vegetables. You pop the pea a little bit with like one of these teeth. You're like, so you don't get the whole flavor. But if you bite it too much, then it's stuck on that tooth for a long time. Then you're screwed. Water ain't getting that out, right? But if you bite it just right and it pops the pea, then it's easy to swallow it. So it looked like I was eating the hell out those vegetables. try to eat tripe like that. You can't. You got to chew the tripe. Like you got to. That's what tripe sounds like. Am I lying? I'm probably freaking you out there. Like, what are you doing? What is Phil Mickelson doing? I guarantee you that motherfucker don't eat tripe. Phil Mickelson reportedly piled up $40 million in gambling losses over a 4-year span. You see this? I thought I had a gambling problem. And I know for a fact that, what is he? My question was, what is he gambling on that he's losing for? Who's his bookie? Because you would hear if he was placing these in a place of business like MGM, they would for sure market it. They'd be like, hey, Phil Mickelson just placed this kind of bet here with us. You can bet where Phil does. I know this. I see it. What the hell is he betting on 40 million, and who is his bookie? Reason that this came to light is because the Billy Walters situation, which is known as the best gambler to ever live, sports gambler. He got arrested for basically inside information on stocks. That's how Billy Walters got caught up. He's an old man. He just recently got out of jail, and he's going to write a book about everything that went down. Along that line, though, he was helping Phil Mickelson bet. This is before when Phil was, I guess, taking his advice because Billy don't lose. Phil, $40 million. Better call both. Appreciate that, yeah. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? You swallowed, Virginia Bunwee. Oh, I'm not saying they were good, but I swallowed. I'm not sure. What the hell? That's what you get for not following Jerry Bo Sports. Exactly. That's what you get. Not following Jerry Bo Sports, Phil. That's what 40 million. Think about that. At what point? So then I started looking up to how much he makes. They said he was making about 40 million a year. He lost 40 million in a 4-year span. So don't think that he was eating pork and beans. Not to dog on the pork and beans. I'm a fan. But he wasn't eating pork and beans and bread. He's still eating. He was making 40 million about a year. He lost 40 over 4. Now, if you wonder now that this new golf tour in Saudi Arabia is about to kick off and why Phil Mickelson is a big part of that, if you're not familiar, there's about to be another golf tour, and it's going to be in Saudi, and it's going to have a bunch of that oil money and a lot of those Saudi princes and prince and all them Saudi, all that money out there, all that oil money from the Middle East. They said, screw this, we're going to start our own golf. And if we can offer you more than you'll make, way more than you'll ever make, you'll have to win a few first place to even make what you'll make just for participating with us. Why don't you just leave the PGA? And that thing has caught fire. That little game plan has caught fire. And big names like Sergio, he's going to leave. Phil Mickelson, he's supposed to be leaving. But now people are talking about, makes sense. Why would he want to leave now? All of a sudden, he's good. He's an older guy. Why would? And they're saying, man, he's got to be chasing some of that gambling loss. He's got to be chasing. He wants to make sure he gets money back. And in Saudi, it's hand over fist, just money. Like, who wants to come over here? Their prizes, look it up when you have a chance. I should have pulled it up too because I just didn't want to get too deep in this. But look at how much they're bribing. Basically, like, hey, if you come over here, you have to win. You'd have to win 5 first place within, whatever span, just to, as a top 10 finish, gets you like over there as what they're offering for these purses in this Saudi golf league that Phil Mickelson is going to be a part of. But now you're seeing, damn, Phil, you was a gambling man and not that great. Mickelson can bet against the 76ers and make it all back. What do you guys think tonight? Is that it? Is that the bet to make? Right before I went on air, breaking news, Joel Embiid has passed concussion protocols. That's part 1. Now, is his orbital bone good to go? This is why you got to be careful. That line, when it opened, it was minus 1.5 76ers at home. Then whenever the Embiid news that it was still questionable, it went all the way to -3 Heat on the road. Basically saying the Heat are going to win on the road and go up 3-0 on their way to maybe sweepage. Right? Now, what happens? Embiid's back in. That line's about to flip. So depending on when, I always tell people, this isn't gambling what we do. We're investing in stocks, just like a stock. Think of it as a stock. When something's about to get announced, Ample's about to drop a product, or someone's about to get their quarterly earnings announced, whatever the case is, whatever the case is in a stock that you're like, man, that thing's about to dip, it's about to go up, or I'll wait here. Why don't you think like that in gambling? It's the same damn thing, other than in gambling, it entails with sports. So in sports, you think of that as leisure and as just a pass-by time thing, and then you start making dumb decisions as to whenever you're talking about stocks, you feel like, man, I need to put on a suit like to talk about stocks. See the difference? When somebody talks about stocks, they talk about it with their chest out. When someone's about gambling, it's more like it's not respected as much, you would think, right? No. Think of it just like that stock guy. He's waiting for that stock to fall or something at one point, just like you were waiting right now for that Embiid news. You could easily say, well, they haven't announced them out. Let me get -3 on that side, or +3. Let me take +3 on the 76ers in case they do say he's in. There's no way that line's going to get worse against me. And if anything, it's going to keep going up, right? It's never going to go down if Embiid's out. If Embiid's in, it might go the other way where I can get Philly, -1. Now I can win both bets. See what I'm saying? Take the gamble out of the gamble. You really think the Mavs are going to win? Who's talking about the Mavs in here? It's got to be the milkman. Mavs in 6. He probably bet on the Texans. Mohammed Saman Hassi wanted Phil to create a golf league that would style the premier type league in soccer. Phil already got paid for what he has done so far in the league. Yeah, and supposedly it's going to keep going, though. Supposedly there's a lot of money under that table. You just know, for you to buck up against the PGA Tour, that Phil's getting paid hefty for that. What they said, there was more money, just like how Neymar out there with PSG and who they're owned by. All of a sudden, they're like, hold up. How did they get Neymar for like 100 and something million the first time? They're like, Neymar was like 300 million. They're like, yeah, this is a lot of under table going on out there. That's what's going on here. I really want them to win, but if they do, I think it's going to be Game 7 scenario. You talking about the Mavs? Man, they got some work to get there. Even spread today, though. Should that game be even? This is it. This is it for the Mavs. They have to win today. Those Mavs have to win. They can't go down 3-0. It's a wrap. Obviously, I'm not breaking news. Oh, it's a wrap. If you go down 3-0, then it's a wrap. Obviously, Bo. Just like this is the damn obvious. How the hell did Nick Wright get so big making takes like this?
Score, and it's Luka, because Jalen Brunson's yet to show up.
He's trying to defend Luka and the Mavs the whole time.
It's exhausting. He's not naturally a great defender to begin with. And Chris Paul, because he is as smart of a basketball player as we've ever had this side of LeBron James, waits and waits and waits. And then in the fourth quarter, when Lucas is most tired and the Mavs are their most desperate, he just tortures him. It's almost a little unfair what they're doing. These constant pick and rolls, the constant targeting. So it's really, you know what? I would just say, if you're truly the best team in basketball, beat them straight up. Not with this gimmicky stuff, but that's what they're doing.
Bro, the pick and listen, look how much they're laughing. He's saying that the pick and roll and he beat the Mavs straight up is what he's saying. What? You just want us to go out here and shoot threes? We can't run the pick and roll? Listen to how stupid on national television. They pay this guy probably 6 figures, Nick Wright, to say this. Listen to how stupid, now that you're going to hear it, listen how stupid now that you know what's coming.
When Lucas is most tired and the Mavs are their most desperate, he just tortures him. It's almost a little unfair what they're doing. He's tired. These constant pick and rolls, the constant targeting. So it's really, you know what? Yeah, I would just say,
Look at him laugh.
if you're truly the best team in basketball, beat them straight up, not with this gimmicky stuff. But that's what they're doing.
Nah, man. I understand he's tired. Yeah, like these are all valid points. But you're telling me that that's not fair basketball to beat them straight up? Like, where's the point in this? Like, these are the guys that are allowed. Like, that's the only reason I turn this damn mic on every day, because these kind of people made it. These kind of people made it enough to be able to give these kind of takes on national television. It's almost unfair. Why can't you just beat them straight up? Aren't you supposed to wear down the opponent? Then somebody pulled out a stat which made him look even stupider. Just dummy. What'd he say? If you look at the stats, Luka runs the pick and roll more than any player in the playoffs. That's literally what he does. Because and most of the time he has to keep it. Luka is the dominator he is the king of the pick and roll. What Dr. Linville made his plugs too tight. Yeah, you remember bald head Nick Wright? What happened to him since he grew his hair out and Nick got stupid? Yeah, like what is he talking? Right, Dre? Like what? Bro, Chris Paul's a point guard. Harden the fact that he leads the ball movement all games for his team and then makes shots in the clutch time. That's what separates from the good. Yeah. At an old, he's like Benjamin Button. Benjamin Chris Paul Button. This boy's going backwards in time. How the hell is that? But we've talked about it. Taking care of yourself, as corny as that is. James Harden's out there at the club worrying about what little baby's dropping. Worried about little baby and his little babies. Meanwhile, you got Chris Paul more of he's on the banana boat. I get it. He goes and does his little off-season thing with LeBron and them. Who knows what goes down? I know there's a lot of drinking. But you think that he's doing that year-round? He's not going out there and leaving the team to go to the club. He's not showing up looking like Willie Lump. That's just not the way Chris Paul does it. I'm glad. I'm happy. If there's anybody I'd like to see win that title, I'd like to see the Phoenix Suns. Do they really have a hateable player other than, I guess, if James Crowder's made you hate that team, I guess, because what he does to locking up your player, like a Marcus Smart does? But who do they really have that you're like, man, I don't like them? It's starting with the coach. The coach is likable. The team is likable. Booker is he's not like a real cocky star. DeAndre Ayton's like, man, they still got a big man that plays somewhat like a big man. They're not really hateable, are they? Usually you can dislike something on somewhere. Nick Wright sounds like Stephen A. when he talks about anything but basketball. Well, Dallas needs to put Boban in the game to knock people around and use his 6 fouls. Yeah, but putting them on the line just at this point, it's a tough series. I think it's just a bad matchup for the Mavs because it's bad timing. Because Brunson, what he did in the first series, if he could just do anything close to that, and he's trying, you see, he's going, he's not stopping shooting, shoot. Playmakers try to make a play, and he sees Luka out there. Luka's gassing. Luka's just having to step back and shoot the 3, and it's going in. You're like, man, at what point is someone going to help him? I'm not sure. We've run into the end of the week. The end of the week. Chris Paul has been leading factor on every team he's been on. When he went down and hurt in Houston, tremendously. Yeah, the hamstring will never know what would have been. We'll never know. Many say that it was tidal. That hamstring, the Rockets were going to win the whole thing. They were going to first off, they were going to have to beat the Warriors. Then they were going to have to go beat that Cavs team, which two vulnerable teams very well could have been. That we'll never know. What I know is that I thoroughly enjoyed this damn week. Straight up. I didn't know I was going to be. I almost thought about taking it off. You know what I mean? I'm real quick to just, let's go to the casino. Let me get out of here and just go gamble some. That's what I was going to do. It's just said, let me stick it out. Let me hang out with you guys, just like I'm going to do whenever I go to the World Series of Poker. I'm going to figure out a way to go live. I'm not sure if it's going to be every single day. I'm going to try. If I'm not going live, it's because I'm in a poker tournament. So, without any more weight. Let's get to, let me pull up this, give me 1 second here. We're going to pull up these marble races. Make sure you guys go like, retweet everything I try to do with this show. We're trying to grow it. It's hard to grow these things. It's very, very hard to grow these things, but that's why I started the show thanking you guys. I'm going to end the show thanking you guys, and I'm going to keep showing up when you show up. As long as this mic keeps working, I'm going to keep working for you, and I'm going to keep making money. Everyone that follows me, I know we've been killing it so far today. I haven't even seen the final scores of what's going on. I know one game just started after I got on air. We're going to check that out. If you're not familiar with that, go to Jerry Bo Sports. Other than that, let's get to this marble race. I love the hell out of you guys. Please be safe. Give your mom some kisses. Give her some gifts. Give her a lot of love. Here we go. Let's get this marble race popping, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull this up. All right, let's go to the Marbles Diner. It's a long race. F it. We ain't got nothing to do. Another 3 minutes of this madness. Hasn't it been a year since I went to the World Series? No, remember last year they ran it at a different time. Now it's going back to the summer, and they moved it. It's going to be cool, Clarence. They moved it to the Strip. First time ever. It's going to be at Bally's. It's going to be at Planet Hollywood. It was usually, remember, at the Rio, at the Golden Nugget. It's never been on the Strip. Vince Vaughn's going to be the guy that presents it, basically. He's going to be the big guy behind it. It's going to be a good time, and hopefully I can win some money and bring us back some cash. I say us because if I win, you win. Every single person in here. I win, you win. Exclamation point play. Get your marbles in. Exclamation point play. Before we get out of here, last marble race of the week. Forms, what's up, player? Tell the wife I said, let's go, Jerry Bo. Just like she says. I love it. I love it. Thanks. Thanks for supporting my work, bro. Rudy Rod. Uh-oh. He's going to try to defend his title. Day One Donna's got the record at 239. Day One Donna, 239 is the record. Exclamation point play. Exclamation point play in 10 seconds. 9, 8. What up, Keith Sager? 5 seconds. Exclamation point play. Hurry, hurry. $7.77. Hey, it's up for grabs. Here we go. Good luck. How the hell did Odd Takes get in there? I didn't even type nothing. Did that say Odd Takes joined? Here we go, Dosido. Where do you come from? Where do you go? Cockney Joe, where do you come from? Where do you go? And it's Joe Hernandez. And it was. And Biggie hit the left trigger. Hit him with the juke move. And it's Biggie. And it's the Milkman. It's Biggie. It's the Milkman. And who's behind him? Here comes Goldie. And Goldie's homies. And Sauce. Oh, I don't know what hit the Milkman. There's Biggie. Looking at the world through my rear view like Tupac said. Biggie. This is where it gets interesting. We got an uphill? Oh no, uphill? And these marbles are coming with some speed. Biggie against the world. Biggie against the world. Biggie through the rear view. Let's see. Biggie through the rear view. We're going uphill. Here we go downhill again, folks. Uh-oh. There they go. Last call, BBR. And last call, it hits the Jets. Last call. Last call for alcohol. Last call for the bunnies. My goodness. Aggie Milkman. Last call. There's the finish line down there. It looks like there's still a few obstacles to go through. It's anybody's game, like they say. Go, last call. Get him. Aggie Milkman. Let's see how far Sager is. Let's go, Sager. Let's go, Sager. Oh, Aggie Milkman. I'm gonna hit you with that. Last call's gone. Last call's just gone. I think that's the course record right there. You're going up against the course record right now. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can he get in? Last call for alcohol. And the Milkman. And Keith. Last call. There you had it. What a race it was, folks, and what a week. Thank you for showing up and acting a fool with me. Sometimes we just want to have fun. Sometimes we just want to enjoy our lives, and sometimes life gets in the way, work gets in the way, and we show up here looking for a little excitement. I honestly hope that I can bring that to you guys. All the jokes aside, all the screaming aside, all the videos aside, thank you. Thank you so much. Come Monday, my boy's going to be back in here. We're going to be running it back too deep. But until then, take care of your mamas, buy them something, hang out with the family, and remember that I love y'all so much. I'm Jerry Bow. Peace.